Welcome into our coaching video on finding your why. And this is going to be over living a life of purpose, which is the second of our 7 pillars in the Iron Gathering. And you can see that this one's titled Seeking the Kingdom of God and Righteousness, and how those two things help us to live a life of purpose and meaning and should help us to discover our why. And that's a lifelong journey. It's not something that we'll get today, but it's something we'll discover over the course of our life. So let's keep going and let's dig into this principle. So the guiding principle here, I believe, is seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. Really, I think we can distill that down to really what's the highest possible good I can do with my life. Now, that doesn't cover it completely. That's only part of the equation. But this is a good place to start in finding our why and living a life of meaning. What's the highest impact that you can leave on the world with your unique gifts and interests as well? And so I think we want to wrestle with this question along with those two other things. What are your dreams? What are you passionate about? What do you enjoy doing? This is a big part of the process in living a purposeful, meaningful, and fulfilling life. But then what are you good at? What skills do you have of value that can offer value and impact to other people? And so you can see how all these things are a dynamic process that will play together to help you live an impactful, purposeful life. And then over time, we're also going to learn and we're going to be able to judge more rightly what things that we do will leave a lasting impact on the next generation. And then what are the things we do that just are for self-serving reasons and will fade away quickly. I like to say what we do for others will live on for eternity. And so it's not necessarily that we want to be famous and we want to be remembered forever, but instead that we are spending time and energy in mentoring that next generation, helping them along, doing things for them that are going to impact them. And that's what impacts the world after we go. Is what will be truly impactful is the things that we do, the time we spend mentoring, developing, and pouring into other people. And so you can see, I believe this is what wrestling with God is. It's not, again, completely what it means to wrestle with God, but part of that is really constantly wrestling with what is the highest possible good, because God is the highest standard of good in all areas of life. And so that's a constant circle, spiral upwards. The more you understand God, the less you can see how good God is, because he's even greater than that. And so it will continually pull us upwards. As we wrestle with what the highest possible good is, that's going to always lead us closer and deeper to God's heart. And we want to dedicate ourselves to this question over our life. And so I believe this is something I want you to dedicate yourself to consistently and systematically. So maybe you set a timer every week to journal this question. I like to prayer walk this question out. And it's something I've done for a long time. And just in that prayer, what can I do to love God with all of me and love other people? How can I live my life dedicated to the highest possible good? And then another question that can flesh this out in more of the detail form is, what's the best thing for me to do right now? Now, this is a question I got from Mac Wilkins, who's an Olympic discus thrower. And I watched his video thousands of times in becoming a national champion. And part of how I became a national champion was asking myself this question: what's the best possible thing for me to do right now? Is it watch this video more? Is it to break down my own technique? Do I need to go out and throw more reps? Do I need to go lift more weights? Do I need to eat right now to recover? Do I need to take an ice bath even though I don't want to plunge myself into cold water? What's the best possible thing for me to do right now? Now, this question, no matter where you're at, can be guiding you for this moment where you are on your journey. What's the next step for you? I think this question is going to help enlighten that in your journey. So all these things together hopefully will begin to help you live a purposeful life and begin really wrestling with what's the greatest impact, what's the highest possible good you can do with your life and to leave this world a better place. And we got some journal activities for you to do this week that's going to help you to develop your why. And so, what I don't want you to do is look at all the questions and be overwhelmed. Break them down, take on 1, 2, 3 a day, even if you just get through 1 or 2 of those questions, but you really process through that very deeply. I believe it will begin to shape your life and give you more focus and meaning on what you're doing. So, again, please take this question with you. Just leave it in your head, on the front of your head all the time. What's the highest possible good I can do with my life? If you got any questions, let me know, and we'll see you in the community.